Thanks for coming out to meet me.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Ask away.
Why are you being so nice to me? I mean, I was your mortal enemy at some point, and I was the one who... you know, with Agatha. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to warm up to me.
It is hard not to. You are a very intriguing person, Wanda.
I am?
Why else would I be spending so much time with you?
It's just... Not sure if you noticed, but everyone seems to be afraid of me around here. Everyone except for you, that is.
That is not true. Nico and Magic are not afraid of you, and neither are Robbie or Blade, for that matter.
Yeah, they are. They just don't want to hurt my feelings by showing it. Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for not hating me. Or something along those lines. I'm glad you're here.
You too, Wanda.
Hydra's on the move. Meet me at the mirror table, ASAP.
Doctor Strange is fascinating.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? This is some of my best work. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
Always a pleasure.
Did you tire of listening to Doctor Strange's stories? The ones where multi-tentacled old ones feasted on cavemen?
Nah, actually that sounds up my alley. I just needed some fresh air. Plus, Robbie likes to crank the volume on his video games, and I don't like loud noises.
Right. Your, costume is sensitive to powerful sonics.
You know, it's funny. My other has protected me from so many things over the years. Sometimes pushes away more than just bullets.
Maybe it is the teeth?
Of course it's the teeth. But they're useful. I've chewed my way out of a number of sticky situations.
They must be a pain to brush.
I have acidic saliva, which instantly kills most bacteria. Gingivitis doesn't stand a chance.
So your other's appearance is functional, but is it necessary?
Maybe not. I'm not the only person who bonded with my symbiote. The suit often changes appearance with each new host.
have you ever considered adopting a new look?
I could probably change my appearance, but the truth is, I like being intimidating. It makes me feel powerful.
I am learning that the man behind the mask is less intimidating.
It sounds a bit like an after-school special, but thanks, Hunter. Just don't tell Parker. Or, actually, don't tell anyone.
You and your symbiote have an interesting relationship.
It's simultaneously the strangest relationship I've ever had, as well as the most comforting. Thanks for talking about it, Hunter. I don't think everyone inside would take the time to understand how I tick.
Evil doesn't take time on Earth. Neither should we.
I'm ready when you are. Just remember the most important thing. There are no rules. Time to take it to the next level. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. Do your thing.
Nico and Magic never lost hope for Wanda, and that turned out great. I'm going to hang on to some hope that Dr. Banner finds his way back to.
Hello, my sweet girl.
What's your next wish?
Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for. What's new, Hunter? Okay, Central, work your magic. Here's the latest from Hydra World. Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Deploy me.
Bye.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to sleep tonight.
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
But where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm gonna go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
Mass production of my prototype sample. It's a nightmare come to life.
Do you ever regret creating your sample?
Of course. But humankind did not split the atom just to create bombs. In the right hands, science is a force of prosperity.
What about the wrong hands?
When I am done with them, they will not have hands.
Wanda, my main witch, is home. I knew she wouldn't break that for good.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
They're intent on attacking the server. We must stop them. No one is to blame but you.
That was something.
You were too weak for this fight.
You should never have come here. I've been waiting.
this.
A feeble effort.
Now that was something.
This won't take.
Not a problem. One more time. Is that all?
Hydra Immortalis.
Hey, that hurt.
Arm Gamma on the move.
I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability to the sun.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing. Your mother abandons you.
Now remember who's done. Now let that be a lesson.
There's no way Hydra's medical plan can cover the beating we're about to put on you.
Never surrender.
You will have to do better than that.
Arm Gamma on the move.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less Lilith.
Does it matter? She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Ready up.
I am impressed.
Don't make the same mistake twice.
That look almost too easy.
Mess with me.
Awaiting reinforcements.
I should be used to this by now.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievances personally.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic for someone marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk!
It is all coming back to me. Some for the rest of us.
medic available.
This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted ambitions.
That's Hydra in a nutshell.
You know nothing of the great works achieved by Hydra. Our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
This is too late for you.
Time for some payback.
This shall be of great help. I will make this quick.
The other side should fear you, Hunter, if they don't already.
Reinforcements on approach.
Soon, the forces of Hydra will rule the day as well as the night. None stand.
It's important they see you maintain an inspirational outlook in the face of overwhelming defeat.
I will make you suffer. Take this. I'm on. Guess I'm still the focus here. Pathetic. No change in plans?
I'll make quick work. So be it.
No more wasted effort.
Armed Delta responding.
There's enough of that serum down there to turn their entire army into a daylight vampire scourge.
And it will be glorious.
Glad you were a bit unstable.
I had no idea you're too useless a grand, yeah, with this brand. You've left me no choice.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. They cannot possibly match your strength.
No one can stop us.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the sunlight serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbin is heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
New York has the best food outside of Greece. Not that it matters to me. I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
Maybe a good sparring session will help you blow off steam.
No, I do not actually want to fight you. But I am grateful for your company.
Do you want to talk about what happened today?
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they are all immune to sunlight. I did that, not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it, that he would come for it.
We will fix this, together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
Doctor, my mother turned against me and started building an army. I understand betrayal. You have no need to apologize.
You are too kind. I really am glad you came. Instead of Blade. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Actually, I have a couple questions about your connection to sin.
I'll answer what I can.
How well do you know Sin?
Not long ago, she approached me and offered to fund my research. I tend to keep a low profile, so the fact that she was capable of tracking me down told me she was a woman of considerable resources and connections. Though if I'd known one of those connections was Dracula himself, I would not have worked with her.
Your contempt for Sin seems personal. What is that about?
She manipulated me. I created this serum, hoping it could be used as a cure. Sin stole that work for Hydra, who knows only harm.
Sin works with Hydra. What is her connection to Dracula?
That is still a bit of a mystery to me. Sin covets leadership, but she is also drawn to men of great power. Dracula likely believes he is manipulating Sin for his own gain. Sin undoubtedly feels the same.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding. Checking in on me again. You really don't need to worry, Hunter.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding.
Book club tonight. You in?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you. I don't like how Morbius. Small victories, Hunter, are always worth celebrating. Like an old friend coming to her senses, courtesy of one of our newest friends.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
Whenever I read this book, I can still hear the General's voice in my head.
If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan. Can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face. I thought you didn't read the book. I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
This George Washington reminds me of you.
You'd better not say it's the hair.
No, you keep counsel at Central. Once you make up your mind, you assign missions to the rest of us.
Huh. Leads like George Washington. I'll take it. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one. And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle, and you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
If it gets any sunnier around here, well, good thing I'm a daywalker. Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would?
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
On your way out?
I am taking off.
Later then.
Hey, you think Morbius's serum changes how vampires taste? I just, not a fan of GMOs.
Do you think Sin is single?
We got Wanda back, straightened out Johnny Blaze, and are gonna totally vaporize the Parchment of Power. What could possibly go wrong? I hope that wasn't too confident of me. I just really want Lilith to go away. Forever.
Thanks for welcoming me into the fold, Hunter. Most people see the monster and run for the hills. Few people take the time to get to know the man underneath.
No problem, Eddie. I have been meaning to ask, where did you come up with the name Venom?
It sounds dangerous, and I like that. But I can't take the credit. My symbiote came up with the name.
Did your symbiote also design your awesome suit?
My symbiote is the suit. So, yeah, I guess? That's kind of like asking, did you design your face?
But you could look like anything. You could be the plaid spider or fight crime in a purple tuxedo.
Do not give my other any ideas.
It must be nice to have someone to talk to when you are alone.
Yeah, but it's also distracting having someone chew your ear off while you're getting punched in the face.
I can see why Spider-Man wanted to get rid of the suit.
Oh, Parker never listened to the symbiote. He's too busy running his mouth in battle.
Now the mouth runs you?
Wow. Yeah. And I'm totally stealing that line. It doesn't like to show it, but even the symbiote had fun. Well, we came, we saw, we did a thing. I feel more relaxed at places with no chance of fire. Oh, wow. I didn't think you'd really do it. Thankfully, black goes with everything.
The Midnight Suns are starting to feel like a real positive force for good.
I'll answer what I can.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding.
Morbius needs to fix the mess he made. Otherwise, why is he even here?
Reprieves, no matter how brief, grant us all a moment to reflect and breathe.
How did it go with Morbius? Is he slipping?
Relax, Blade.
That man is a walking bomb. Maybe the fuse isn't lit, but I don't want to be caught holding him when he explodes.
I know Morbius is dangerous, but he is hurting and scared. He needs a place where he can feel at home.
It sounds like you're talking about a wounded animal. Just remember that Morbius isn't a stray cat you can befriend with a saucer of milk.
I am surprised, Blade. You and Morbius are not that different. I thought you knew the darkness with which he wrestles. I thought you would empathize with him.
I do know that darkness. That's why I'm worried. Morbius can't kill the monster inside. He can only continue to build a cage around it. He didn't ask for this curse, and he wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Are you still talking about Morbius?
Just watch your back, Hunter.
Hunter, I heard that you went to talk to Morbius. If it helps, I know of an infused herbal tea renowned for its calming effects.
I do not think that will be necessary, Stephen.
I must admit, Morbius is an anomaly. He's no longer human, but he isn't like other vampires. He struggles to find a place he belongs.
We are all on a journey to find belonging. In that sense, Morbius is not alone.
Very perceptive, Hunter. Though I wonder if Morbius would find it comforting.
You know, it sounds like you care about Morbius.
I recognize something inside of him. Our ambitions are similar. We were both obsessed with our work, with our goals. That drive eventually led to his downfall, as did mine.
Yet, you are both very different men.
But the need for spiritual recuperation affects us both. Do not be surprised that Morbius loses control. That is his crucible. He must overcome it to make peace with himself.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.